Hey everyone, welcome to Encouragement Thursday. It's great to be with you today. Today I want to talk about strength-based leadership. So much of leadership today is fear-based. And what I mean by that is that when a leader is insecure, they kind of fear everything that might go wrong, and they start to see and look at their team and look for mistakes rather than looking for successes and strengths. And it's so important for team culture to be able to actually develop a culture where people feel trusted and empowered. I saw this quote. It said, "Great leaders don't succeed because they are great. They succeed because they make others great." And I just really like that one. Another quote I saw recently was one from Crawford Loritz. The authority to lead is developed and cultivated not through power, but rather through humble acts of service. Isn't that awesome? It's like we need to humble ourselves as leaders. And there's a thing out there that believe that the fear-based leader believes that they have to have power, that they have to exert that power to get things done and get people doing what they want them to do. And, I heard it once said that a boss creates fear, but a leader creates belief. And I think that's a really important thought there. So the next couple of weeks, I just want to talk about strength-based leadership and what it is and how to act on that, because I believe that in our days today, we absolutely need to shift from this fear-based leadership or trying to manage people into a strength-based leadership where we empower people. And that's really what we want to see happen in our culture today, in organizations and even in families. This fits also with a dad who has some insecurities. They can often rule through fear rather than strength. And so here's your first tip today. For your team, see what's strong, not what's wrong. Start to look at where they're doing a great job and compliment them and celebrate those victories. And there's a few ways you can do that, and then I'll cut it off for today, and then we'll do another one next week. But identify and affirm their strengths. So you really want to actually communicate that. Don't assume that people know what you see in them. Don't assume that they know you see their strengths, or even that they can see their own strengths. Our jobs as leaders is to develop that strength in them. Also, reward effort and celebrate victories. You want to reward the effort. When somebody gives you their all, it's worthy of mention and it's worthy of affirmation. And so you want to do that, and then celebrate their victories when they have a great victory, because that will motivate them to have more victories. Speak life, not death. You want to speak to your team with life and encouragement. You are actually the chief encouragement officer. If you want the real meaning of CEO, it's chief encouragement officer. Nextly, give authority with responsibility. Don't just give people responsibility. Give them authority in their area of strength, their area of responsibility, so that they can perform better. And lastly, recognize unique personhood. Everybody's different. You might do it differently than somebody else does it, but I want to encourage you to allow them to do it, find the rhythms that work for them, and then celebrate that and compliment them in it. So there you go. There's a first installment of strength-based leadership, and we're going to just look at that over the next few weeks. This applies for the home, it applies at work, it applies in your organization, and so I hope you're encouraged today. Remember, today's Encouragement Thursday, so call somebody, text somebody, send an encouraging message to somebody, because it's Encouragement Thursday. See you next week.